Okay, guys, so as a homeschool mom, I have had to write a lot of stuff down in order to keep track of the homeschool stuff. So that habit, and I will be getting to more homeschool stuff, but that habit of writing things down has taught me how important it is to write things down. So what happened was, when I was a kid, I used to journal. I guess this is my writing process. I'll write down, like, I don't know, second or third grade, we had to have these brown cheapo notebooks. You've probably seen them if you were brought up in the 70s. Really cheapy notebooks. And my husband, last I knew, still had his, I think from Boy Scouts or something. So what used to happen is I felt so, oh my goodness, I felt my privacy so invaded because I didn't know the teacher would read it. And I remember getting my journal back, like with a red pen, like this, for whatever grammatical error she found or spelling or whatever. And I was so embarrassed. And I was like, I just felt like I was totally invaded, my privacy. So, when we write, we want different reasons for writing. So, that writing there, I think, was just to, like, be a diary basically for me. And that's important to journal, to have a diary. I had a diary when I was like a teen. It got looked into. We won't talk about that one. I had a lock on it and it got looked into. So that was, that did not encourage me to write. And then we kind of dropped the whole writing thing in school. So, nothing was really developed for me, not really with writing. And then it wasn't until I had my firstborn son and I became a mother that taught me to write more because I was learning stuff. And I put together a baby book. And of course, my writing then was very surface, just, the facts, that's it. And then once I started being a homemaker, I would put stuff on the calendar. I got this idea from my mother-in-law, which I appreciated. She was very neat, very organized. Obviously, she didn't have as big of a load as I did when she only had one child, and then, like, 9 years later, another one. So she had time to do a lot, and she would have, like, specific markers with different colors on her calendar. So I saw that, and that encouraged me to not be so shy with my writing. And so then I started adding more, like, more depth to, my calendar. I would get silly with it. I would, make, like, the weather on my calendar and just be more freer with writing. So now I have a lot more writing stuff I do. I write a lot, and I have so many notebooks, and it's hard for me to contain them to, like I watched a podcast today, and this is like all my notes on it. So what I'm going to be doing is writing this out so I get a better grasp, because as I was listening, I was just jotting this down, jotting that down, jotting this down, and so now I'm going to pull it together to make it a stronger, writing for me. So I have it written down. And then from there, I can look at it and reprocess and be like, okay, where do I want to go from there with this particular subject or this? And I think writing is very therapeutic. People have talked about writing stuff down, and I think it's very healthy.